Hello, people from the internet. I am back with more water, so I think we might be ready to kill some more deep elves. Ideally, enemy deep elves and not my own. No 8 p.m. coffee tonight. Well, I guess it would be 10 p.m. to coffee. But yeah, today I didn't have any coffee. Should have had some coffee probably. Deep elf conjurer? Deep elf conjurer. I'll do it. Just because you asked nicely, but yeah, let's see how it goes this time around. Okay, let me refresh this. The above transmitter, I would just die immediately. Yeah, the above transmitter is not good. It is a NEM choice for a reason. The vast majority of NEM choices are terrible because people know that they're terrible and they stay away from them. Do you know how they are selected? They are actually the combos with the least amount of wins. Hmm. Yeah, I feel like Transmitter is one of those backgrounds that's just like deeply flawed and it needs something. It is like Venom Mage, but Venom Mage is just way better because it doesn't force you into melee. But I would say that Venom Mage is kind of like the good magic equivalent of Transmitter. Definitely more playable than Transmitter because it is ranged and it hits the entirety of the screen, but still like Transmitter is in a bad spot because it has bad spells and it has terrible melee from undertrained unarmed combat in a time on the game where everything is just like ridiculously powerful with unarmed combat or with melee combat. So yeah, it needs something. It needs some help. Staff of Conjuration. We are going to be taking that. I took off the roof, but I guess it doesn't matter. Intelligence. Let me put this on. Let me drop that. Mhm. Transmuter is a melee start, but they start with spells. If they start with a spell book, I consider them to be kind of like a spell start. Deep Elf has just bad HP and bad fighting. Yeah, it's just Deep Elf is very difficult. Also, many of the advantages that Deep Elf had later in the game compared to other species are just kind of gone forever. Like for Deep Elf, getting haste on almost any Deep Elf was as easy as just finding haste back when that spell existed. And same goes for regen, deflect missiles. You know that kind of spell. Now those don't exist anymore. So I have 11 mana. Why do I have 11 mana? The magic of spellcasting. Oh, this D1 has crazy amounts of um, experience. Yeah, look at my experience. I'm almost experience level 4, and that was crazy. That was crazy amounts of experience on D1. You will try out the depot transmitter since your win rate is dead in the war. Well, I'm um, closing in on you on that win rate. Let me tell you. Mm, yeah, I don't know what other combos I want to play this tournament. Maybe I should play some NEMS choices, but the thing about NEMS choices is that, as I have repeatedly mentioned, they are almost always terrible. So I don't like to play terrible things, and therefore I don't like to play NEMS choices. I did play Jin Cinder Acolyte because Jin Cinder Acolyte is good, but but it was not enough. I didn't get in time. You love transmitters, but it's really hard to get out of the early game. You're really dependent on a spellbook RNG. It depends. When it comes to the spellbook RNG, if you want to remain a transmitter, then you kinda want to find like they have blade hands. They don't have blade hands anymore, do they? You need to find double mimic. Okay, I wasn't even gonna comment on it, but double mimic. That's gotta be a one in a million thing. Anyway, as I was saying for the transmitters, um, if you want to remain a transmitter, well, yeah, you need to find like storm form or dragon form, statue form, that kind of thing, right? Um, But you don't have to. Okay, of course I found the Tower Shield of Ignorance in this run. Of course I do. We are gonna buy the boots. We're gonna buy the boots. Now I'm not barefoot anymore. Bare-chested wizardry. Lots of decent name choice. Healer Delver. Oh, but that's Healorc. Brachi Abyssal Knight. That's kind of okay. Ghoul Delver, I wouldn't really call it good. Um, Jin Summoner, I also wouldn't necessarily call it good, but Jin's in the Acolyte is good. Yeah, that one is has my certified seal of approval. It's something that I would play in the stream, and I would incentivize you to play it. Um, Whenever I say this is something that you should play, you can know that it's something that I consider to be good. Gonna I already bought the 3, right? Yeah. Okay. Plus 0 glaive. For a second I saw plus 5 glaive for some reason. But no, it's plus 0. D1 Jiva altar? Okay, it would be very funny if there had been a D1 Jiva altar. Um, D3 Ashensari. There is D3 Ashensari, but I'm gonna go for Behemoth. What this means is that the game is finally balanced, right? um, we are going to cast Searing Ray here because I have it. Okay, Searing Ray killed Egypt. Grinder is waiting on the other side of that stairs, so we are not doing that. In fact, I might skip the level. I'm gonna level up to 6 and then I'm gonna skip the level. Yeah, maybe not auto explore because I'm just gonna get auto explored next to Grinder and bad things are gonna happen. By the way, that was a stack of 3 scrolls that I just picked up. Let's see what it was. It was blinking? I can't believe that. Okay. Um, I was expecting it to be Identify or something. Like, definitely not blinking. Yeah, like if you see a stack of 3 scrolls on the floor, like it's either going to be Identify or it's going to be Acquirement. There's no in between. Blinking is better than Acquirement, of course. Like by a mile, it's so much better. 3 blinking on D4. Yeah, now like I just have to use them to not die. So yeah. Who knows if they will actually save me. Um I can buy that heal wounds now. It is still unknown. I'm gonna go back and buy it. It's pretty much a potion of full healing for a deep elf. Yeah, I have had some heal wounds rolls that heal me for more than 32 HP, so it's definitely full healing. Hold on, I'm gonna need to cast Seeing Ray for this dude. Acquirement was nerfed, never happening again. Oh, it cannot happen again, like stacks of Acquirement? That's lame. I cannot believe that I killed that water moccasin. Yeah, it was very seriously trying to kill me. Wow, that D5 had like no experience. It had a black bear and a water moccasin pretty much, and that's it. Well, I guess skeletons and cockroaches, but like actually like 4 monsters. That's crazy. Oh man. Please don't kill me. Should I just get Mystic Blast? I'm gonna get Mystic Blast and Prism. I was not so much of a fan of Prism, but I have come to see the true path of Prism. I'm gonna train these to like 7 and these to like 7 as well. Maybe turn that off for now. What do I want to get castable first? I will get castable Forming on Prism first. I guess it should be fine. From there, I don't think I care about any of those. We are just gonna continue. Man, that Unseen Horror was like, wow. The one that I had in my previous run. D6 Unseen Horror is very hard to survive. Not a lot of characters can kill that. In fact, I thought that I was playing one of the few characters that could kill it, but it was not tanky enough. If I had been an ogre, I would have been able to kill it, taking the same amount of damage that I did, probably even more damage than I ended up taking. But I was not playing an ogre. I was playing a deep elf. Books. Also, Kubu's autobiography. Well, that's my win condition right there. Also, Kubu's refrigeration. Book of the Earth has a bunch of spells that I didn't find on my Ogre Earth Elementalist. Yeah, I didn't find Statue Form nor LRD on my Ogre Earth Elementalist, and I know that I would have liked to use those, so it's a shame. Okay, that guy had Ice Blast. I got lucky that I didn't die. Alright. How's the tournament going? Not very well. I did get 3 wins already, but I've been killing a lot of characters today. So yeah, not very well. No Behemoth. How do you use a statue form if you're not doing melee? A statue form gives you very good resistances. It can be used instead of armor. Um, so instead of training armor, you train a bunch of things that you're already training. For example, had that character had Noxious Bog and Noxious Bog and it had Iron Shot, right? So it already had the ability to cast a statue form. You can use it as a defensive spell. It's not very good at that. I have to clarify because it makes you slow. So it, for practical purposes, reduces the damage that you're gonna be dealing with your spells because you cast your spells less often. But it makes you much more resilient. So you have to like determine when that is a good thing and when it's not. Um, I think by the end of my character that didn't get statue form, even if I had gotten statue form, it wouldn't have been a necessity or like something that I would have liked to use. How is the tournament ranked? Best scoring game, most wins. There's a lot of categories. You can be competitive in some of them, and there's sometimes Jermak is a dude that is competitive in like all of the categories. So I wouldn't be surprised if Jermak was just right now hooked into his IB. Yeah. I don't know how Jermak does it. I would incredibly burn out on the game before being half as competitive as Jermak is. I never try to go for like the top 10 because I consider it to be pretty much unattainable. But I always play the tournaments. I've been playing the tournaments since I started streaming. I think I started streaming during a tournament or like was it shortly after a tournament? I don't know. Um, yeah, I remember that when I started streaming, someone was like, "Why are you streaming? There's no crawl tournament." Like someone um, typed in on the Discord that, and I was like, "Well, because I want to stream crawl." And well, how has time changed? Jermak is just a Google AI, Alpha DCSS. You know what? It makes perfect sense. It's definitely that. Okay, this Hornet is probably gonna kill me, but I'm gonna try to go out with a bang instead of a whimper. Oh wait, I have Mystic Blast. I can Mystic Blast the Hornet into Oblivion. hmm Mystic Blast now pushes the Hornet away. Uh-huh. Hey, you killed the Hornet. Let's go. Yeah, victory. Okay. We can do it again. Hmm. All right. There was no need to push that water moccasin away. Yeah, I forgot how it was called. All right, we can train these to like 10. And then we can train conjurations also to 10. Turn that on. And at some point, I'm gonna go back and train a lot of fighting. Conjurer is better than Fire Elementalist because you can push monsters away. Yeah, that's a pretty good thing indeed. Um, nice. It deals a lot of damage, like Fulminant Prism. Yeah, I have learned to appreciate this spell. Intelligence. Nice. What if we? I have 4 mana. I would rather just not be there. Yeah, not be there. In fact, I'm just gonna exclude that because otherwise that's gonna get me killed. Okay. I see a knob shaft. A knob hatch. Sorry. I always confuse shafts and hatches. I don't know. The words are similar. Deep Elf Transmuter was in 0.26 tournament. It wasn't it supposed to be like um, NEM's choices that didn't repeat? I think that was the pitch, right? Like it never repeated. And now deep like obviously deep Elf Transmuter was gonna be NEM's or is gonna be NEM's choice in every tournament because it's like one of the worst possible things that you can play in this game. Um, I think 0.26 removes sticks to snakes. So that was the last like maybe 0.25 was the last point at which sticks to snake or like Deep Elf Transmitter was like playable because right now it certainly is not unless you want to die a lot. And while I'm saying that, probably Yermak got a win in his first attempt or something. Mm, yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if that was the case. Mm. Maybe don't fight two centaurs. Yeah, we are in a bit of an issue. All three downstairs are the stairs that I don't want to take. These ones are the least awful, but the least awful, but they are indeed awful. If I was given the choice, I definitely wouldn't do either of these. I got hit by the Orc Warrior for 20. We can Mystic Blast, push the guy away. Did it hit? What hit me for 10? Huh. Oh, I failed to push it away. It just stayed there or something. The Orc Warrior is knocked back, collides with the Orc. Maybe it got stopped by the Orc. Okay, that's what happened. My favorite eyeballs. Yeah, did you? Starpolim, you got the comic, right? I need that comic URL again because people will constantly ask about my favorite eyeballs, and it's so good. I need to like to show them to the people who ask. If you can get me those, if you can get me the comic, like I would appreciate it. Um, D6 Gargoyle twice with Slimify up. Can you even Slimify gargoyles? Maybe you can. I don't know. You thought it didn't work on Garg, so you tried to book it? Sounds vaguely familiar. It is a comic, like a crawl comic that a dude wrote, the Seer the Cat comic, about a cat, a worshipper of Behemoth. Um, and at some point, an orc priest in that comic says, "My favorite eyeballs." It's pretty good. Yeah, I used to have now that's a lot of damage instead of my favorite eyeballs, but my favorite eyeballs is so good. I had to replace it. Okay, there it is. Thank you so much, Star Polemic, for the comic. I appreciate it. Yeah, there it is. The comic, in case you want to see it. I'll put that like in command in my bot or something for people to appreciate. I don't want to fight that. I immediately got heavily poisoned. It's not a good start. Okay. Some acidic. Some acidic. Yeah, I think my favorite has to be my favorite eyeballs. That's just too powerful. Okay. Man, the Fulminant Prism is doing some wonders here. Um, it is kind of what I needed, Fulminant Prism. It definitely lets me fight without dying to these monsters. So yeah, pretty good. All right, and yeah, we're seeing the power of the aptitudes of the Deep Elf. Getting to this point with other species would take me longer, but other species are more likely to get to this point than the Deep Elf, of course, because they have actual HP instead of -2. Um, I should just make a learn database entry for my favorite eyeballs. I should, but then I have to turn on IRC, and I haven't done it in a while. I'm gonna put it in my bot because that's just significantly easier, and it's something that I actually use on a daily basis. You feel like the sound effect of Scott when the cat fries something. You like the sound effect of Scott. Yeah, I also like Scott. Scott. I think that was Fulminant Prism. Yeah, that was the cat casting Fulminant Prism. I want a port. Yeah, I'm gonna learn a port Tukima's Dance. I want Tukima's Dance too. Might as well cast it because like I have the ability to cast it. I already got the skill to cast Fulminant Prism, so Tukima's Dance. Yeah, Tukima's Dance, in case you don't know, is a spell that makes the monsters become disarmed and makes their weapon start attacking the monsters. So it is pretty decent. Pretty good thing indeed. Mm, Very good for two-headed ogres specifically, and some orc variants, warriors, knights. Mm, okay, now that I have no mana and no HP, better run away from Grom. We should be able to kill Grom with full mana now that all the wolves are dead, but I cannot do it with no mana. Turns anything wielding an arbalest into an auto turret too. Yeah, pretty good as well for Yoctor captains, normal Yoctor, center warriors. That kind of annoying monster. Master archers maybe if they get hexed, but I think they have a lot of willpower. Um, so Tukima's Dance. What's the Tukima's Dance button? It is this one. And now I don't have to deal with Grom wielding a polearm. Grom is almost dead. Okay, now it's time to train some fighting. Normally I would train more, but -2 aptitude makes me not too inclined to train a lot of it. This is a very drastic, like, difference, like contrast, I guess. A very drastic contrast over, like, between the characters that I normally play and these. It's quite different, yeah. Put on the animal skin? Yeah, it's a straight up upgrade. Good catch. Not something that I would use normally, but certainly an upgrade. Alright. Man, this deals so much damage so fast. It's pretty ridiculous how much damage Fulminant Prism does. It's probably what I needed. Yeah, maybe Deep Elf Fire Elementalist is not very good. It used to be that Deep Elf Fire Elementalist did go for the Fireball, so it gets hurt from losing the Fireball. Who would have guessed it? Oh, it just died. I only had to cast one Fulminant Prism. Okay, this is going well so far. Um, oh, it didn't die. Okay, the one time that I don't cast two, it doesn't die. Now, this is the kind of Darflail that I was looking for earlier today. Do you remember that I started a Mazes character because Mazes are common in the early game and there's gonna be whites with crazy Darflails just like laying on the floor? There it is. There it is. That's the thing that I didn't find. Deep Elves look good on a leopard print. Bare-chested casting, like right here. Looking forward to finding a nice robe, but for now, I guess we're gonna have to use a +1 leather armor. Or, not leather armor, animal skin. Bare-chested casting concept. I don't know. I don't know about that concept. Oh man, am I getting killed? I am getting killed. What if we don't die to that? Yeah, what if we don't die to the dude with Conjurer? Okay, did I kill the dude? I don't think I did. I don't think I did. I think the dude was just shooting at the prism instead of actually walking towards the prism. Now it dies to the prism. Another wraith. Nice. This is going surprisingly well. Hold on, Tukima's Dance for that. It's not wielding the crossbow or the thing that it has. Yeah, it's not wielding it. I hate that monsters that have launchers don't just wield their launchers all the time. They wield them whenever they see you. So you cannot preemptively Tukima's Dance them. Another band of kobolds. Hold on. We need to do this for those guys. Pretty good. Man, it's so good. Yeah, like my opinion of Fulminant Prism has drastically changed in the last like week or so. Fulminant did not mean precisely what I thought it might, coming on suddenly and with great severity. Suddenly a prism, I guess. Yeah, it's a prism that fulminates people that are next to it, so they blow up. Um, okay, I can buy Osokubu's autobiography. By the way, I've been kind of atheist. There's no altar of Behumet. Should have gone Ashensari. Oh, hold on, no, 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 no. Ashensari was on D3, and I was like, no, I want Behumet, and then, well, that happened. Oh, hold on. I guess we can just remove that. Mm, Bailey on D10. Did I complete D9? I mean, I didn't do it, but at this point I have to go to D10 because otherwise the Bailey is gonna go away, and we don't want to miss the Bailey. Mm, Explode violently or flash like lightning. Did you skip the altar at all? Like maybe a unique? There was no altar. Like I searched for Bech. And oh, you mean like maybe it was in a level that I skipped? Maybe that was what happened. I'm gonna have to go back and check in the future. Mm, 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 mm. That's a pretty good shop with with three randards. The only one that matters to my character is the cloak. However, we cannot really wear heavy armor, not with 4 strength. Oh no, a gargoyle. I don't think this is gonna be damaging enough for the gargoyle. Yeah, okay, it is actually dealing damage to the gargoyle. The stun arrow hits your fulminant prism. Oh, it still kills the gargoyle. Nice. Hep Knight. Yeah. I have already Staff of Conjuration, so I'm gonna leave that one on the floor. Staff of Fair is giving me resistance to electricity, so nice thing to have. Okay. Sniping things around the corner. Yet another Railbirth classic. Something that I very rarely do, but definitely effective. I guess I have to do this kind of thing if I'm playing something like a Deep Elf. I used to like Deep Elves a lot, but then, well, the passage of time, now I don't like them that much. I have come to appreciate the value of HP a lot more in the game as it is right now. 20. All right, not much to do about it. That's also a zombie that I cannot run away from. So I have 4 blinking. I better not die here. I'm gonna re-teleport. Ooh, I took 10. Ooh, I took 3 after drinking curing because I don't have heal wounds. Do I have heal wounds in a shop? I don't. I may have already drank it. Mm, Need to walk away. Oh, the white has stones to throw. That could be an issue. I have Mystic Blast. Why not cast Mystic Blast? Yeah, why am I not casting Mystic Blast? Cast Mystic Blast more. Yeah, I didn't cast it immediately because the thingy was next to the zombie was next to a wall, so it wouldn't like make some. It wouldn't gain ground on me. But yeah, like cast more Mystic Blast. I'm really not used to using that spell. Um, Deep elves are let's throw rocks at them. Don't throw rocks at the deep elf, please. How much HP do you have? Only 12, but you have a ton of armor class. Oh wait, I have Fulminant Prism. Yeah, all of these spells are spells that I don't use very often. Okay, I'll throw Behumet. Join religion. Finally, D10 Behumet. Now there was a Bailey here, right? I kind of want to go into a Bailey. I would appreciate that. Torment. Acquirement again. Um, that helmet is looking pretty good. Yeah, the helmet looks very, very good. It's pretty much a hat of willpower if you think about it. The ring of the priest, nah, the ring is very low impact. The 4 evasion is decent, but the helmet is so much better. The gold might be interesting. It does allow me to buy a cloak. All the options in this acquirement are kind of trash. Like the Book of Dangerous Friends, Orb of Destruction. Okay, I thought that it was a summon book for some reason because Dangerous Friends. Um, but Orb of Destruction is definitely an appealing thing to have. Yeah, I will most likely get the book because Orb of Destruction. I don't think I care about Spellforce Servitor. I miss the Bailey. I missed the Bailey. It's fine. Yeah, Orb of Destruction is a dangerous friend indeed. Vampiric Glaive, that's a pretty sick weapon. I would have been very excited to use it on many characters, but not this one. Yeah, like the Minotaur would have been very happy to have that. Um, nice. Servitor with Orb of Destruction is the dangerous part. Can it even use Orb of Destruction? If so, that's like, yeah, don't do that. You've won rounds off of Servitor before. I have not really. Yeah, I generally don't get summons, even though I think that's a good summon. I generally don't get it. Bad news at times. Mm, if you have that, you can also get like Crystal Spear to stop it from casting it, right? Mm. It also uses Conjurable Lightning like a lot. Oh, yeah. I don't like Servitor because of that. I guess it can be good if you have other good spells, but not if you have Ball Lightning. Mm. Oh no. Oh no. Did you learn Servitor and you have Ball Lightning? Yeah, Servitor with Ball Lightning will deal a lot of damage to you. Okay. Going into D11 with 0 pips of Behemoth Piety, definitely not optimal. Also, that Cyclops, I don't have the ability to kill it like that. Need to wait a couple of turns. Put this on there. Um, put this over here. No, probably put this over here. And so we kill the Cyclops without ever seeing it. This feels like something that should get removed. In general, just like being able to hurt monsters when the monsters cannot hurt you is not something very crawly. So I find it interesting that such a thing exists in this game. By the way, these zombies are too powerful. I don't have mana, and I also blew a lot of mana trying to kill them, and I failed to even hurt them. So we are going to cast Fulminant Prism. No, I should just not cast anything in case I land in a bad spot. Landed very close to the zombies. Do I have a better spell for dealing with them? Probably not. Yeah, you know what's messing me up with Conjurer? It's not like I don't have a spell like Scorch that I can just place and use like that, right? I need to cast Fulminant Prism every fight pretty much. And now I think I'm gonna drink a potion of 3 and just swing at this center warrior. Um, okay, will this cast a prism, unwield it, and punch the melee zombie? At least it's not a real melee. Yeah, a real melee would be significantly scarier. Extremely mana efficient Servitor. Oh yeah, like Servitor sounds like the spell that you pay 7 mana for it, and it wins you the fight like with 7 mana. So it's a pretty extremely mana efficient spell as you mentioned. That's what I was expecting. The ugly thing to sidestep the prism. Kinda is unfortunate. You can now gain magical power from killing. Behemoth offers you knowledge of freeze. I don't think I care about freeze, but it's okay. Okay. 8 fighting. Yay. Um, now what? Do I just? Oh wait, I got ice magic. Ice magic is what I have to train because I got refrigeration. Uh-huh. I'm just gonna learn it immediately. So we're gonna go from 0 ice magic spells to refrigeration because refrigeration literally is a game winner. If you have never used it, you should go start a run with refrigeration so you know the power. Um, where is that Cyclops? I don't think it's going towards me. Did I kill it? I didn't kill it with that. Didn't get the message. You feel a bit more experienced. Probably gonna need like 15 or 16 ice magic. I should have it soonish. Just prepare for the minus potion. I mean, with Deep Elf HP, it's either I'm at full HP or I am dead, so there's not gonna be a lot of room in between for drinking heal wounds. Um, and other than heal wounds, well, there's not a lot of potions that I want to drink mid-combat, probably. Okay. That's a scary. Yeah, that can literally kill me in a single turn. Why are there two Cyclopes? I thought that there was only one, but apparently there's two. Don't kill me. Don't kill me. Alright, they didn't kill me. I killed one. The other one is very hurt. Gonna put the prism in. Like that. There we go. Alright, we take that. Just got your first 3 runes going into Sod for the first time. For the first time. Congrats. If you need any help, I guess you can ask here. I can spectate your game even if you want me to. Yeah, congratulations on going for your first rune. Or for your first win, rather. Is it going to be in the tournament or are you playing offline? I should probably Tukima's dance this dude. Mm-hmm. I feel like I need something that I don't have yet. But I don't like. I need a stone arrowy kind of spell to put on the quiver to shoot at the vast majority of the dudes in the dungeon that do not like offer that much of a threat, and they can die from like one or two of those. Because for everything, I am killing things with Fulminant Prism. Fulminant Prism deals so much damage. I am actually surprised that it deals so much damage. Mm. I need HP. I wish I had HP. I cannot get that. Yeah, if I could get HP, I would definitely train some HP. But no, like I could get 20 fighting, and I would still have like less than 100 HP probably at this experience level. With 20 fighting magically out of nowhere, and 20 fighting just won't happen. It's impossible. Um, the Phantom blinked you into the range of a centaur, and you used all your heal wounds trying to live, and somehow managed to be blinked next to escape hatch downwards. Phantom followed you, and you tried to make it to another hatch, but it blinked you right into the range of another different centaur. If you had been streaming that, that would have been that would have made for like a funny video on YouTube. And well, it's D12, so it's fair for an unseen horror to be here, but still, unseen horrors. Am I going to die to unseen horrors twice in a row? Oh, never mind. I was able to kill the unseen horror, and left with enough HP to tank the inevitable, unavoidable acid dragon melee shot. Or, not melee, but like acid dragon shot, so. Well, not bad. We got to Lair, incredible. Immediately we see an Hydra, but fortunately, with this character, there's nothing to fear. There's nothing to fear. Imagine if immediately after saying there's nothing to fear, the Hydra had one-shot me. That would have been kind of funny. This isn't the kind of content you want to create. Well, you can make a drawing, a comic out of that. Yeah, that sounds like something that you could create. Maybe it's something that you could even like. Have you thought about that, Star Polemic? Okay, it hurt me a lot. It's gonna with a single attack that Kaito dealt like easily. What's that? 70%, 75% of my HP, something along those lines. Are you crazy or did catches used to not allow monsters to follow? I actually have no idea. Yeah, I don't remember. Let's get that cloak. Minus cast. Okay, let me inscribe that with lol. Yeah, I'm not gonna drop it because it's so ridiculously bad for my character that, like, that's a pretty funny thing to have. Taking a shaft doesn't make monsters follow? Huh, interesting. Okay, inscribe an item with your name. I think Star Polemic wants me to inscribe this with twitch.tv/Star Polemic. Also, don't drop. Now I have to wear it. Well, maybe I'll wear it for the win. Like on the stairs out on D1, like I'll wear it. Man, those king toads are so scary, and there's so many of them. I feel like maybe a character that's more tanky, so it can tank the monsters while they are in range of the full metal prism would be a better character to be a conjurer nowadays. Maybe. But what do I know? Um, what are my thoughts on Conjurer background? Well, funny thing that you asked me that because I was just talking about that right now before you asked. And by right now I mean immediately after you asked, but before I read it. That I think you might want to be kind of tanky to survive having dudes next to you, so you cast full Mystic Blast, push monsters away, that kind of thing, um, and also tank enough for the monsters to be within range of the prism. We just got Scorch offered to us, and I think I want that. I'm gonna learn it. I don't have any skill on it, but I could definitely get like some 5 fire magic or so. What's my refrigeration looking like? 50%. 37 viewers? Hello, people from the internet. If you're not following, I would advise you to follow if you enjoyed this. I play a lot of Crawl even outside of the tournament, so yeah, I would appreciate it if you did follow. You don't have to, but it would be nice. Um, D1, oh my god, you're so tired. Hmm. Go set it on D1 stairs. I'm gonna carry it around. Like I'm not gonna forget if it has a Star Polemics nick on it. I'm definitely not gonna forget about that. I don't understand why the game lets you scorch the vat. Oh, it's probably because it can scorch invisible enemies. So it could be there could be an invisible enemy next to me. Okay, fair enough. All right. Mm, I wonder if I can kill things with Scorch like well, with enough HP left to not die if a monster appears. Still removes fire resistance. Does it? Because I don't know. Does it like because okay? Let's see. Let's have one of those bats follow me. Uh, Okay. The fire bat completely resists, as you can see. Like it doesn't apply. I don't think it applies it on if the monster is immune, because it needs to deal damage to apply it. Yeah, like I feel like I could do that like my entire mana, and it would still not apply fire or weakness to fire to those dudes. And even if it did, it's only 1 pip of weakness to fire. It needs to apply 3 for that to deal normal damage. Not for immune, yeah, sorry. It's not. It's immune. It's resistance to fire infinite. hmm That's how it is with Farbats. So with this character, I missed Bailey. I wonder if I'm gonna miss any more portal bolts. Maybe I'm gonna miss a gauntlet, or maybe a volcano or an ice cave. Who knows? It's so exciting to think about. I need to replace this with this. Yeah, I am constantly pressing that button because that is in the wrong position. Mm. It didn't die. Okay, I feel like I made a lot of noise. Let's get out. Portal bolts are a good way to die. Yeah, they are. But then you get a lot of loot from doing portal bolts. So even if you have the chance to die, you also are likely to find some good stuff in there. I don't know. Mm, okay, maybe Scorch. Yeah, there we go. The Frost Mage. I have the Frost Mage title, and I don't think I've ever cast a single Frost spell or like a Ice spell in this game. Might as well pick up also Kubus Armor. Um, but of course, what I really want to cast is Fridge. Um, so I'm putting all of my experience into ice magic. Maybe by the time I'm done with this place, I'm gonna be able to cast Fridge. And then like casting Fridge for Orc is gonna be sick. You know what's not sick? Getting petrified by 10%. I have cancellation. I don't have it. I don't have cancellation. Do I die from these guys? I think they don't kill me. I think they don't kill me. Mm. Those cane toads might kill me. Yeah, okay. Two cane toads appearing, like it was a calculated. Okay, I'm gonna get petrified, and it's fine until the cane toads, and the cane toads was like, no, no, we're not doing that. Prism Gauntlet. You can't cast a static form yourself yet, so let the Basilisk do it for me. Yeah, sure. Mm, mm, Mystic Blast to push those monsters away. Man, Mystic Blast is so good. That sucks. Small explosion. Also, I am far away from the stairs. I guess I have 4 blinking. Worst case scenario, I could blink or fear. I can also just continue pushing monsters away with Mystic Blast. Mm. Oh yeah, it's such a good spell. I should use it more often because it really is like really good and has a lot of utility. Okay, swamp worms are scary because they can pull me into a fulminant prism, and that could be bad. Just kill them with Mystic Blast. Yeah, or just kill them with Mystic Blast indeed. I'm pretty sure this bolt has a tyrant worm or whatever it's called, tyrant leech. Yeah, that would be bad if I get pulled next to it from one of those swamp worms. Um, Mystic Blast utility is good for a large part of the game. Yeah, I've won games of Mystic Blast. Like I legit have a win where I cast it more than 4,000 times. So I know how good it is. It was a Jin that didn't have anything. Um, oh, okay. I didn't get pulled into the Mystic Blast, so I consider that to be a win. In any situation where I make it so that I can get pulled into a Mystic Blast and I don't, I consider that to be an absolute victory. Um, Also, I shouldn't be in those kinds of situations very often because that kind of thing kills you a lot. Nice. I kind of do want to kill things with only Mystic Blast, but I don't know. It's definitely not looking like Mystic Blast competes with Fulminant Prism in terms of damage. Look at it. 3 dice of 18 versus 2 dice of 15. Um, I keep getting confused with the keys of Fulminant Prism and Mystic Blast because neither of those are spells that I use very often, so they're in unfamiliar keys. Mm, okay. Hmm. Sheep. I got put to sleep, and I got hit for 15. And there's an 8-headed Hydra. Frozen Ramparts. That's a spell that I would not mind to use. In fact, it would be good right now, but unfortunately I cannot learn it yet. Um, no, that doesn't work. Um, mm, 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 mm. Also, Kubus Armor? I feel like I would literally die. 21% of Kubus Refrigeration. It's at 12 Ice Magic. We're getting there. Okay, alright. I really feel like I can kill whatever I encounter with this character. Um, It's not a matter of damage output. It's a matter of the thing actually being able to kill me before I kill it. So that's nice. I like that. There's a reason why I like Rift Wizard a lot, and that is because in Rift Wizard, like I feel like Rift Wizard is exactly like that. Um, the kind of game where you can kill everything, but then everything can also kill you. It finally happened, but I didn't die. Yeah, I got pulled by the Swarm Worm, and then I prismed myself. But I didn't die, so everything's fine. Yeah, that was really funny. You don't have full screen range, right? No, you don't. I'm gonna go ahead and cast the prism. What's the prism button? It is the prism button right here. Now walk away and not be there anymore. Yeah. What if we just leave this level and go do the next level? Because if it already happened once, it's gonna happen again, and the next time the game is not gonna be so benevolent as to leave me with 2 HP. 2 more HP than I needed. I don't know. I like to have all my HP. All my HP is all the HP that I need. Mm, okay. The Hydra didn't die from that. Oh man, there's a Basilisk flanking me. Doesn't paralyze me, so that's pretty good. Gonna push it away. Gonna do it again. Nice. The 8-headed Hydra is almost dead. Can I cast Fridge on the Hydra? It feels like it's gonna be a terrible decision if I do it. Hmm. I'm gonna cast it. Yeah, let's go. Hey, you killed the 8-headed Hydra. Behemoth is now aiding your destructive spells. So it goes. Whoa! Okay, what? How likely was it to be miscast? I think it was like 18%. No, it was 16%. It goes from 16% to 4? Okay. Now that spell is incredible. Like, in case you were ever wondering how good Behemoth was, well, there you go. It's a level 7 spell. I have 13 Ice Magic, 29 Intelligence. I'm in Layer 3, and it's at 4%. It's a magical even. Well, I guess it's magic, so no wonder it's magical. Um, Okay. Uh, it is a spell that is very expensive. It's like very mana inefficient, so it is very much a spell that you do not want to cast until you actually have to. And you will know when I have to cast it. Like whenever I see 17 monsters in the screen, kind of like this, that's gonna be the time to cast Refrigeration. And 3 casts of Refrigeration murders my mana bar, but it also murders the monsters that we're seeing here. It deals 4 dice of 12, so pretty good 4 dice of 12 unavoidable. It is a fantastic spell, definitely. Pretty good. Yeah, it's gonna be good for Spider. Um, I got lucky with Spider. It wouldn't be nearly as good on Snake. It will still be pretty decent on Snake, but it wouldn't be nearly as good because spiders have less HP, and there's more like mm, there's more space. Oh, you cannot get Spider and Snake in the same game. It's impossible. You get one of Spider or Snake and one of Shoals or Swamp. It's like the watery branch and the poisony branch. That's how it is. Mm. So I guess it's gonna be good for Shoals. Like if I get Shoals, I would like it. Okay, refrigeration. Also, I got an Amulet of Mana Regen. I didn't even comment on it, but it's a nice amulet to have. Stone Arrow, I want that. I am gonna put it on my quiver, Stone Arrow. Mm, and for now, I think I'm gonna stop training that because I can already cast it. So I'm gonna train Earth Magic to cast a Stone Arrow. I'm gonna need like 7 Earth Magic for Stone Arrow. Enough gold to buy a Potion of Resistance. I think I'll buy it later. Uh, I'm gonna wear this helmet for now, but probably very likely to eventually go back to this helmet, like, or to eventually acquire this helmet and put it on. Mm, I could get the book though, but then again, like I'm with Behumet, I can just postpone that as much as I need until I actually need some willpower or something. Um, at which point I would be inclined to acquire the helmet if I do need willpower. And if I don't need willpower, then well, I can acquire the book or the money, depending on my needs. That's the beauty of modern acquirement. You can postpone it as much as you can, or as much as you want. Sometimes you postpone it even enough that you die with scrolls of acquirement in your inventory. That tends to happen a lot. Or not. It doesn't happen a lot to me, but it has been happening a lot today. Hmm. Amulet of Reflection. We're gonna leave that on the floor. My current mana region is 0.61. Not terrible. Not terrible. That's pretty much 3 mana every 5 turns or so. Could be worse than that. Refrigeration for bands. A Wraith. Josephine. I don't like that. I am not a fan of that. That I feel could kill me very easily. Because any monster that has good damage output can easily kill you. And Josephine has good damage output. Mm. Mm. There's so many raids. Yeah, that's Josephine's ban, alright. She generates with a ton of raids, so better just teleport away from them. Your DPL transmitter has 18 armor class on D8 because Jiva really likes iridescent scales. Sounds to me like you got very lucky with Jiva then. I guess it's fine because Jiva nowadays gives only good mutations, so it's pretty good. I like that Jiva gives only good mutations now. Makes a lot more sense than Jiva giving you random mutations. I think Jiva also gives you the ability to take off your bad mutations, so you're like kind of incentivized to use the mutation roulette. Um, Man, refrigeration on Lair is a sick thing to have. It's so powerful. Now I wish I had a Staff of Ice because the Staff of Conjuration, it was good, but I'm pretty sure the Staff of Ice, theoretically, like a Staff of Cold, would do more for me. In case you don't know, the Staff of the Staves just make your spells more powerful. They deal more damage, so it's a pretty good thing to have. They go in your weapon slot, so there's that. Did I kill the Wraith with that? That's crazy. Okay. Okay, not gonna complain about that. More Ice Magic. Like, I want to train it to 15. Then maybe go to like 16 spell casting or something, because I don't have much else to really cast. There's a row of cold resistance. I have an upgrade over my animal skin. That's nice. Lightning Bolt. 1 in 25 chance with Fatal Altar? Are there 25 goats? 25. Oh, Beok doesn't count. Yeah, Beok probably doesn't count. Giro would be pretty cool if you could influence the type of mutations you get. I mean, you're gonna get good mutations. I would be very satisfied with only getting good mutations. You don't really need to influence. Oh, but with current Jiva, you have a thing. Yeah, you have a thing where Jiva is very likely to give you like tiers 2 and tiers 3 of the mutations that you have. Yeah, that's a new thing. New Jiva is super weird. It's significantly better than old Jiva. We got Rupert. Rupert has an extremely good chance of just destroying me if I get paralyzed. Yeah, I would not survive. I also don't have the damage output. No, I do have the damage output and the mana, but I don't have the time to kill Rupert before Rupert berserks me and destroys me. So I think it's not a terrible idea to step here and teleport. And leave the level, of course. I can leave a parting gift in the form of a fulminant prism. Okay, it would have been funny if I heard the message, you feel a bit more experienced, because that meant that I killed something. Probably not Rupert, but I killed something. But I didn't get that. Fulminant Prisms can block hexes too. Yeah, they can block everything. But it would just die immediately from Rupert. It's just better not to fight Rupert. In general, is the correct play not to fight Rupert. It's very strange that you have a character that can kill Rupert the moment that you find Rupert. I have had some of those characters before, but yeah, they're unusual. How are you supposed to pronounce my title? Jelith? I think that's how it is. But I don't know. I've always wondered. And I tend to get this title relatively frequently because refrigeration is just such a good spell that whenever I get it early, I just go for it. Last game you left layer 5 and 6 to Rupert until you got ready for Sod. That's a bit overkill, but I get it. I mean, Rupert would be extremely dangerous if he spawned in bolts. So yeah, he is definitely like on the level of a real monster. Had Nujiba early with one of those Lotto altars, and the slime wall spell was really strong. Yeah, that's Frozen Ramparts, except that it deals acid damage um, instead of dealing cold damage, and you can move with that. I don't like this ending. Oh, it's not an ending. Maybe it is an ending. Hold on. Hmm. Money, nice. It's amazing you just kited a two-headed ogre with it. Jelith, 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 but one word. Hmm. That's a thing that I want to wield. The issue with that thing has a fantastic issue. Yeah, like it has a massive issue. Um, it drains you. That's so bad. Like when you unwield it, it drains you a lot. Um, but other than that, like it would be a fantastic sky weapon. Man, it's such a shame. Gelith? Is that no Gelith? I don't know. Like that doesn't sound okay. I may be getting it wrong. That tends to happen a lot in this stream. G as in jelly. Okay, in that case it's Gelith. As I was pronouncing it. Mm. All right. Poison resistance. I don't think I particularly care. Not for now. Maybe later. Well, I was about to say that it could be acquirement, but it's not acquirement. It's impossible for it to be acquirement. Slimify doesn't actually work on Garks. One thing that does work on Garks is Ice Blast. That sounds to me like you have a pretty good character going. Does anyone know what happened with Kali Commuter? Yeah, did Kali Commuter get the win? I want to know. Oh, you're still on. Okay. What's your current character? Can you place a dump on the chat? I would appreciate it. You needed a break. Okay. Yeah, sure. Take your time. No worries. It's like not a real time game. As I always say, it's turn-based. Slime. Okay. Yeah. What other branch did I get? Swamp? I got Swamp, but I don't know that I got Swamp because it's in that vault that I ended up like leaving the level after I got pulled into my fulminant prism and almost died to it. Mm. Hmm. Re-refrigerate near your prism. Is it not immune? Well, I guess we'll find out later. I would expect that thing to be immune, kind of like Normal Destruction is immune to almost everything in the game. Okay, we got a dump from Kali Commuter. Let's take a look. Draconian Ice Elementalist. Staff of Conjuration, Cursed. So, you're not meleeing a lot. What kind of Draconian is it? You got 17 armor class. Is it a Grey Draconian? Ah, it is a Great Draconian because you're amphibious and you can go over deep water. Yeah, I like Great Draconian a lot because you get a ton of free armor class from Great Draconian. Hmm. Such good spells. Let's take a look at your spells because I haven't seen that. Oh, Firestorm at 9%, Fridge too, Ignition. You got Fridge. Yeah, you got everything. You got everything. That's just what I have to say. You are in a pretty good spot to win the game. Hmm. You even have good resistance. Like the only thing that you don't have is resistance to negative, but you have Firestorm. You can just Firestorm the dragons. Yeah. Um. Amulet of Mana Regen as well. Of course, I would go for Mana Regen with that character. Yeah, it seems to me like you're doing a pretty good job. Just don't die. If you get into a situation where you think you're gonna die, just let us know. Um, but do be aware that those kinds of situations you're better off letting us know like a couple of turns before you get to that point. Like if you have any doubts about how things are going, it's best to let us know while there's still like wiggle room, as opposed to like, okay, I'm at 5 HP and I'm about to die. Like, how do I save this? Because at that point, it's really hard to save a run. Maybe you got it. Yeah, you got it. You got it. Mm. Man, so exciting. Your first win and in a tournament too. Every tournament, some people come. Well, some people in the community mention that it's their first win in a tournament, or like their first win ever, and it was in a tournament, and that's pretty nice. Um, I'm getting kind of sick of that Catoble pass. I'm just gonna cast refrigeration on it. Okay. I wonder if we're getting to the point where I should just quiver refrigeration. I like getting to that point, but I don't know. That thing can one-shot me. Yeah, with that amount of HP, that thing could one-shot me, but I just went for Mystic Blast because Mystic Blast pushes it away from me. Um, okay, let's do it again. Recognizing bad situations before they happen is a big skill to learn in crawl. Yeah, like you need to see what's going on and be like, wait a second, that doesn't look good. Um, so it is a thing that inevitably comes with experience. Like you cannot just teach that to someone because it also varies a lot between character to character. But you can like teach someone to be in the lookout for them for those kinds of situations. That does kind of work. Hmm. Okay, you feel extremely sick from that water moccasin. I wonder how people have felt the poison buff. The poison buff was last version, but still. Ooh, orb of destruction. There you go. I told you that there was a possibility that was not gonna be necessary to acquire the book for orb of destruction. So now we have it. Um, I wonder if I should train some conjurations for it. I probably should. I'm gonna train this to 16. And then I'm gonna train conjurations to 16 as well. I think I can get away. No, 16. 16 is fine. Um, and yeah, Orb of Destruction is such a fantastic spell. It's so good that I have an emote of it. Goblins with +2 daggers of venom are even scarier. They are. They are so scary. Make use of Firestorm. You learn it in early bolts and you only used it once in the rest of bolts and in all of depths. Yeah, I use Firestorm a lot. It is really powerful. Um, Maybe like I have had characters where Firestorm was on the quiver. I wouldn't say that that one is a character where I would put Firestorm on the quiver, but it is definitely like a very powerful tool that you should make use of. Like after all, if you went out of your way to train for it, might as well get what you paid for, you know? 40 intelligence as well. Yeah, that's pretty good. It blocks line of sight. You're with a Shensari, so it doesn't consistently hit out of line of sight. With Behumet, it hits out of line of sight. Firestorm. I don't know if I'm gonna get Firestorm with this character. Probably not, because I already have also Kubu's Refrigeration. If I'm gonna get a high level spell like that, I would get Polar Vortex. hmm In general, because you find the first floor, 4 floors excruciating, you're not a fan of the poison change because it makes those floors even slower for you to do. Um, yeah, you mean the poison damage to the player, right? That's what I was talking about because it could also apply to Venom mages. But I something makes me think that you were not talking about Venom mages. Okay, that was pretty good. Cast Prism, close the door, have the things explode, rinse and repeat. Convenient. Pretty good indeed. Yeah, Polar Vortex is a fantastic spell. It's really, really good. I think these things are slow. No, or at least the spectral ones are not. The skeletons are. Okay, just casting a bunch of fulminant prisms. And I guess we can finish off with Sun Arrow. This is not a bolt for refrigeration. There's some bolts where refrigeration would be pretty good in these plays, but this one is definitely not one of them. Okay, let's see what we got. One of Poly and Glowing Broadaxe that I do not care about. And in the other side of the bolt, let's see what we got. Spectral Anaconda. That one is a staple of this bolt. Way back in the day, this bolt was super weird. Like these statues used to turn into the elephants whenever you killed an anaconda. That generated here instead of this spectral anaconda, but it got reworked. The bolt got reworked, and now this is how it is. It's more dangerous, and it is less spoilery, so I guess it's okay. A Jungle Book bolt. I I'm not too familiar with the Jungle Book. Like I know what it is. It's like Mowgli and that, right? But I never really thought that it was so emblematic for people to make crawl vaults out of it. Mm, I am gonna close the door on these guys. No, I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm fine. Oh, that's 2 of them. Yeah, I don't know if I want to deal with 2 Dire Simulacrums. I think they can legit one-shot me if they hit me. I can trample for 32 to knock back the defender, in Trunk Slap for 12 to deal up to 45 extra cold damage. So yeah, they can definitely one-shot me on a really, really bad roll. So better not be next to them. Fortunately, I can control that. Yeah, they're slower than I am, so it's just a matter of kiting them. Prism into this position. Stun Arrow. I wish I could fridge this bolt because this bolt is like if they were elephants instead of spectral elephants, I would just be able to cast refrigeration. But because they're spectral and they're like a simulacrum, like the simulacrum, I'm pretty sure they're immune to cold damage. The normal elephants are not, and the spectral ones, I wouldn't be surprised if they were like not immune, but also not weak to it. Like I think they have like 1 pip of resistance. Um, yeah, you see how easy it is to kill the normal ones when they are not undead. Okay, call imp, meth. I don't think I care about any of those. All right. Alrighty, let's go do Orc, because now that we have refrigeration, Orc is gonna be free. Sonia is asleep. Sonia is dead with 2 turns. Stone Arrow plus refrigeration when she jumped away. She had distortion, so she could have gotten pretty nasty. My Orc one, like the entrance at least, didn't really have a lot of dudes. Let me buy these to identify them. Yep, Now let's see what we got here. That High Priest was unusually durable. Nice to have so much MP so early too. Yeah, I have 16 spellcasting. I am a Deep Elf, and I'm also using a Ring of Mana and an Amulet of Mana Regen, so I can just spam all these spells that I want without really having the fear of running out of mana. It's pretty good. Mm, okay, this knight must have cold resistance. Yeah, there it is. Plate of cold resistance, right there. Of course it did. I saw that it didn't die from 3 refrigerations, and I was like, this guy has cold resistance. Mm. More distortion, dudes. I think this bolt places a warlord. Ah, there it is. Yeah, the bolt with the warlord. It's not the first time in the tournament that I have it. Okay, Mr. Warlord, you have cold resistance. You have willpower. I'm glad that I'm not trying to hex anyone. I have Orb of Destruction. I can cast it. I'm just gonna kite you over here. Cast that. You have a launcher. Ah, yeah. Okay. I cannot cast. I cannot cast Orb of Destruction, or rather, I cannot cast Tukima's Dance because I was thinking Tukima's Dance, but no, you have willpower. Fortunately, there was no need. Ambrosia and Cancellation are both pretty good. I want Heal Wounds as well. I wonder what other things these shops are gonna have. At this point, I'm already powerful enough, I think. It's only a matter of me not dying horribly, and then I can win the game because I have a spell that hits the entirety of the screen really well, in the form of refrigeration. As you can see, it's killing things that would be otherwise very scary for a lot of characters. I see them, and I can just press this button, and they die. Mm-hmm. So many fantastic items I have already found, and unfortunately I cannot put them on. With 4 strength, I cannot cast, or I cannot wear plate. If I wear plate, I would lose all my evasion and the ability to cast pretty much. So yeah, that's a shame. I want those boots. Give me those boots. Boots of flying. Nope. What is that? It's a lot of things. Slow, invisibility, poison resistance, 6 intelligence. Nice thing. If I had started the demigod, I think I would put that on with a demigod, but I did not. Okay. I think I have one shop left. Guardian Spirit, Rampaging, 3 pips of cold resistance. Man, that ring or that amulet is not very good. Yeah, it was never something that I could put on with this character, unfortunately, because of the Guardian Spirit. Or the -2 strength and the -4 dexterity, nah. Especially -2 strength because I only have 4. If I get any effect that reduces my strength, that could legit paralyze me in mid combat, and then I would die. And yeah, that would be a very anticlimactic end to what's otherwise a very powerful run. Um, okay, the dog is going crazy. It's not my dog; it's my neighbor's dog. All right. Masterwork leather armor. I will buy that. It's not terrible. I'll put it on. All right. I have enough gold to buy a potion of curing, but I already have a bunch of them, so I won't buy it. Condenser Bane. I will leave that closed because I don't need to get Condenser Bane with this character. I think there is one thing that I do want to find with this character, and that would be something like um, Polar Vortex. Yeah, Polar Vortex would be a fantastic thing to find. Maybe something else to give some coverage, like Ignition would be cool, but not necessary. Um, Now I could do the rest of work. I can go upstairs. Okay, that's not what I wanted to see. That's the opposite of what I wanted to see, but fortunately I have refrigeration, so things die very easily. Would be cute if there was an unrender with the coward effect, which is the opposite of rampaging, which makes it take 2 turns for you to walk towards something. That would be interesting indeed. Elves. Okay. Don't kill me. Erika. We should be able to kill everything with refrigeration. Warlord. Another Warlord. Intelligence. Hmm. I can kill the Warlord, but I need Fireball. Fireball. I want that. Push this guy away. Alright, Orb of Destruction. Push this guy away. Orb of Obstruction. Hopefully that kills. It killed. Nice. Um, Makes you take an extra step if you're moving away from a monster. Huh, interesting. Had a Nerg to Orc that had like 100 ogres all in a cave together. Hadn't seen it before and it was really scary. Oh, I got that one the other day. I don't think it was in the tournament, but I did get it, and it was so bad. I think I almost died like 4 times in that vault because all 3 stars were inside that vault. If it had not been because of that, like it would have been an easy vault to do. Shaper has been helping you a lot. Oh, nice to see. Yeah, um, it's very nice indeed. Always good to contribute to the community like that. New players really are the life and blood of this game. So if for some reason you're watching this and you do not play, you should consider downloading the game and giving it a try. You might end up enjoying it a lot. I mean, it's a game that I've played for 11 years for a reason, and I have no plans to stop. To be completely honest, so yeah. Mm, okay, let's go do the rest of the dungeon. Ogre Orc is always a little pants pooping. Yeah, it's the one that has like deep trolls and stuff like that, right? That one is so bad. No, I don't care about those. I saw a buckler. Do I care about the buckler? Probably not. The vampire is cold resistant, but then again, I'm hitting it with refrigeration. It's definitely gonna die. It was carrying a scroll of torment. Wouldn't it be funny if monsters could use a scrolls of torment? I think it would be extremely funny. Yeah, someone pitched that idea to the development team. Make monsters able to use scrolls of torment. Imagine the goblin reads a scroll. You feel your body feel rackled in pain or whatever it says. When you get tormented, that would be so funny. You love Crawl so much? Yeah, I love Crawl so much too. It's such a good game. Mm, Melee. Fortunately, refrigeration deals with them. 24,000 turns. I guess it's because I haven't really had to rest a lot, neither for mana nor for HP. Because in fights, the way that it goes is either I don't take damage in the fight or I literally die. And well, like fights where I don't take damage are good ones. Ouch. Don't kill me.
Still doesn't believe in me.
Shaper, thank you so much for the gift sub to Seth. No one. I appreciate that. Yeah, thank you so much. Let's just blink away because I have blinking after all. I unfortunately cannot deal with a Yoctor band yet. I don't have the HP to be able to do that. Also, that looks to me like the entrance to vaults. I don't have the HP or the defenses in general. Like maybe if I had 180 HP, which is what I would have roughly with an ogre, I would be able to do this. But then I would probably not have refrigeration already. Mm, Tukima's Dance. Tukima's Dance. 62% chance to affect. We Tukima's Dance successfully. Tukima's Dance again. Unfortunately, it's not smite targeted. Ouch. Let's just get out. Dealing with that is gonna be annoying. I have a buckler. I can put it on. Now my spells are the same, so there's no point in training for the buckler. Maybe if I get a kite shield, I would be interested in training for that. Nice. 16 conjurations. I think the time has come to train some dodging, like in order to hopefully dodge something. But you know what it is. Evasion is a placebo. It's just a big number to make me feel better about having a character with 88 HP, because if evasion is a placebo, HP is the opposite of a placebo. Yeah, HP is like the realest thing that exists in this game. Mm. Hold on. Oh, you're not wielding it. My current body armor had something that was not desirable. Oh, it's that it's a leather armor, but because other than that, it's a pretty good thing. My current gear is like very whatever. Minus cast, rampaging, resistance to corrosion, 5 slaying. Okay, maybe I would be interested in using that with a gargoyle, but not with my current character. Mm. Okay, pretty good. All right. That was slightly scary because I wasn't able to stun arrow those guys, and they also were cold resistant, so I didn't really feel like using refrigeration on them. But it ended up going just fine. If the slime creatures melt, it's kind of significantly harder to kill them with refrigeration. So I'd rather have them be split. Okay, refrigeration doing wonders here. Accidentally cast Osokubu's armor there. Like first cast in the game of Osokubu's armor, and it was an accident. My Orb of Destruction deals 9 dice of 14, courtesy of the Staff of Conjuration, but still 9 dice of 14. It's a lot. That D14 bolt was like the kind of bolt that has some nasty monsters. The kind of bolt that I was getting on D7, the other game, pretty much. This time I got it on an appropriate depth with a very powerful character that also got very lucky already. So that's pretty nice. It was a nice way to gain some experience. And yeah, as you can see, the more you go through the game, the least likely you are to just die unless you make a serious mistake. And well, I'm trying my best to not make serious mistakes. Okay. Centaur warriors within melee range are not really dangerous. It's always a safer thing to do to just fight the centaur warrior in melee than to let it shoot you with a bow, because that does hurt a lot. Kite Shield of Reflection. So maybe I should turn off dodging, because dodging doesn't do anything, and start training the shield. I think I'll do that. Yeah, so I can wear this Kite Shield of Reflection. Do I have magic mapping? Okay. I should forget Seeing Ray. I haven't really used it a lot. Okay. I really want to get that gauntlet. I think I might be able to do it. Definitely not something that is gonna be like a fight that I would normally take, but the loot is definitely worth it. Well, if it is, I'm gonna go in. If it's not worth it, I would just go elsewhere. It says nearby. Oh, there it is. Okay, we take those. Let's see what we got here. Let's not die here, because it wouldn't be the first time in this stream that we die in this place. So that's bad. Randart helmet, 2 Randart rings. Man, a lot of Randarts. What should I go for? I should go for the route that gives me the most Randarts. That one has 2 Randart rings. That's already very hard to beat. Yeah, I'm gonna go into the one that has 2 Randart rings. Well, I guess it depends on the difficulty. Like, if it's too difficult, I would not go here. But, oh man, 2 Death Scabs. It's not poison resistant, or it's not cold resistant. That's interesting. Okay, okay, it might be doable. Might be doable indeed. hmm Do I have LRD? Because LRD would be a very good thing for me to have. Specifically for doing this because of the crystal. But I don't have it. Anyway, it doesn't look so difficult, so I'm gonna try to go for the Death Scarf. Mm, okay, alright. So we go in here, and we go here, and we move here. Maybe cast a Prism to block the Hornet. That's fine. I killed one, the other one got seriously hurt. Mystic Blast. Alright. I don't care about these things. Let's go over here, because I need to go over here to go over there. Okay, now it's 2 Tango Conjurers. Okay, I don't think they have noticed me. Oh, never mind. There they are. Another Staff of Conjuration and a potion that I do not know of. It's Haste. And last but not least, hold on, I need you to be arranged like that. Alright, and now I hope that I don't die to these Dead Scarabs. Maybe I could start by reading Holy Word. We straight up killed one of the Death Scarabs. Yeah, okay, the other things don't matter. Like, the only thing that I was truly afraid of was the Death Scarab. Man, that's a very interesting ring. Yet another ring of min-maxing with -9 mana, but dex +10 and 3 pips of resistance to negative. I don't think we can use that because of the negative willpower, but maybe the other one is better. Ooh, the other one is pretty good. They're kind of like designed to complement each other. Did you see? 6 intelligence, 10 dexterity, and 3 pips of negative resistance to negative, 1 pip of willpower for my 2 ring slots. Yeah, like the 2 rings combined with each other could be a thing. Let's put them both on and see. My evasion is gonna go a lot too because I have some training in evasion. Yeah, it goes to 16, and then we can use these two. Now we have 3 pips of resistance to negative, 2 pips of fire resistance, resistance to electricity, willpower, 6 intelligence, and 10 dexterity. Yeah, 39, 20, 29, 23 intelligence, dexterity, pretty good. It's funny how the 2 rings generate like that. Like, they actually complement each other. Meant to be used as a couple. If you use only one of them, like the second one that I found, like this one is way better. This one is way better than the other one. The ring on the B slot. Yeah, I could replace this one for sure. Definitely, like this one can go away for now. Maybe like instead of having that one, put on a ring of mana to have a ton of mana. Yeah, now I have 55 mana. 88 HP, 55 mana. Um, I think that's fine. Okay, so now if the Minotaur kills me, that would be sad. It can definitely happen. Okay. Hey, it's not throwing jabs. It's shooting a Haunting Sling of Freezing. For some reason, it's not throwing jabs. Does it not always generate with jabs? Interesting. 2 silver jabs on the floor. Maybe those were the ones that the Minotaur was carrying, and it dropped them because the stack of loot had something better, according to the Minotaur. But I think it's kind of hard for anything to be better than silver jabs. Um, I can hide behind summons when it comes to a hunting sling, so not that afraid of them compared to the silver jabs. Ouch. It still kind of hurts. You don't see invisible, right? Yeah, you don't. I could drink a potion of invisibility. I have two of them. Mm. Oh, I shouldn't have done that. That's fine. Hey, that's crazy! Two fulminant prisms, 3 dice of 25, kill the Minotaur. I was not expecting the Minotaur to die from that. Really was not expecting it, but we take it. Let me check the rest of the things that the Minotaur was carrying. They're kind of trash for my character. Mm, the scale mail is trash. The boots of stealth are less trash. I normally don't care about stealth, but I might care about carrying that. I will drop the poison darts. And the Staff of Fair can also go because I don't think I have any plans for using that. Um, hmm. Cirque can definitely go away. Like, I'm never pressing Tab. I'm never meleeing anything with this character. This character not only won't melee, but also can't melee. Like, with 4 strength, I'm better off just waiting a turn than meleeing, because at least when I wait a turn, I know that nothing is gonna happen instead of having the illusion that something is gonna happen, which is what would happen if I was to melee. That was surprising. Very welcome to, like, I definitely appreciate the fact that this ring is so good. The other one is fine. Like, yeah, I can put it on if I needed 3 pips of resistance to negative, but by default I would prefer to not be using it because this ring is just really fantastic. Um, the Rand art, of course. Mm, okay, let's continue. The Orb of Destruction hits the Cyclops. You blow up the Cyclops. The other ring is good for resistance to negative, otherwise don't worry it. Yeah, nice. Took me 5 refrigerations to kill Skeletal Warriors, but it killed all of them, so I think it was kind of worth it. No, I don't like this. I already don't like this. The fact that there is a Death Knight and a bunch of skellies in here that are resistant to the thing that I'm using, like my best thing. I guess it's not really my best thing. I accidentally typoed. Hold on. Inscribe, don't attack. Yeah. Mm, all right. Um, it's not really my best thing, refrigeration. My best thing is probably Orb of Destruction, but Orb of Destruction deals a lot of damage to a single target, not to a bunch of dudes at the same time. And yeah, 13, 16, 27. The center warrior definitely is spooky. Should I fear? Should I Tukima's Dance? Can I even Tukima's Dance? How much range does it have? Full screen. I can Tukima's Dance. It could kill me. It has a 36% chance to kill me, so I'm not gonna do that. Same goes for Reading Fog. I'm not gonna do it. What I should have done is instead of trying to cast Orb of Destruction, maybe I should have read Scroll Fogo. Right now, I think it's too late for that. I could drink Heal Wounds. It doesn't work. What I was trying to do is drink Heal Wounds, make it miss, or get blocked by the buckler, and then just like read or scroll Fogu, so I can have like a bit of leniency in case the fog is not perfect immediately. But since it doesn't happen, like I'm just gonna read blinking into Fogu. Yeah, now we're safe. I'm also gonna drink a heal wounds just to not die horribly if things go wrong. And now for killing the centaur, we have refrigeration. Yeah, that was very unfortunate and uncomfortable too. Hopefully that won't happen too much. But we are gonna be going into a part of the game where there is a lot of dudes that function this way, like the centaur warrior. Um, so that's a shame. I might have to train more fighting. I only have 8. I was training shields because maybe I want to wear the kite shield, but no, I think I need fighting. Man, training fighting with a -2 skill, but I have to train fighting. Like it's a necessity. I don't want to blow up. And it's not like I have Farstorm or something. With Farstorm, it would be okay. Like I wouldn't really blow up, because Farstorm blows things up before they can blow you up. Hmm. Kite Shield had reflection. It did have reflection. Um, yeah, I guess I'll have to put it on to try to see like if it's usable. Okay, I think I killed the Death Knight. Oh, I didn't kill the Death Knight. That Death Knights are so resilient. 80 HP. It has almost as much HP as I do. Etin, nice. Dies to refrigeration very easily. Monsters that don't have ranged attacks, they're whatever, but we are going to get into a point in the game where we are going to see a lot of monsters with a lot of ranged attacks. Behemoth over CBL, I could definitely get that, but I don't want it. I don't like CBL. I feel like it deals a lot of self-inflicted damage, and yeah, it's not that good because of that. That center doesn't have a launcher. Interesting. Alright. Zombie has a Noxious Bog. That's a book. Great Wizards Volume 2 has Zombie Hands and Noxious Bog. Man, all that it needs is like Toxic Radiance. Like, why doesn't it have Toxic Radiance as well? Why not make a new mage and have Ignite Poison be a mage's Ignite Poison? That would be so good too. If you're gonna just make the best mage book with Zombie Hands and Noxious Bog. By the way, talking about Zombie Hands, I can definitely get that. Is it worth it for me to get it? Probably not. If I had Starburst, I would get it, but I don't have Starburst. Yeah, Volume 2 is like the best one, definitely. Okay, that's it for D15, Lair, and Orc. So, I think this is going to be it for tonight. Thank you for watching and thank you for hanging out. If you enjoyed what you saw, you should consider following if you're not already following. And if you are, well, you could consider subscribing if you are not already subscribed. I guess that also would help. You don't have to, and I understand if you can't or won't. It's fine, but it does help me continue doing this and like improve the stream. There's some improvements coming in the way. It hasn't happened yet, but it will happen soon. I will go ahead and park it in Spider Zero. Yeah, and we will continue with that tomorrow.